Hello, welcome to the sideboard here at the StarCityGames.com Standard Open in Indianapolis, part of the SCG Tour. I'm Nick Miller alongside, you guys know him, Cedric Phillips. How you doing?
I'm great, Nick. I'm winning, so I'm great.
5-0 with a four-color company deck that Jerry offered you. Now, I'm surprised you have the time to test and play with all the traveling and, you know, just all the team tournaments.
Yeah.
But you found some time to sleeve this up, and why did you?
Because Jerry messaged me on Facebook and asked me if I was going to Indy, and I said, yeah, give me a deck. And then he pasted me this. So a lot of extensive testing, working on the numbers diligently over the course of the week to come out to this masterpiece for the last week of Standard.
Sure, just crafting the sideboard meticulously overnight. All right, now we've seen the Bant company deck. Brad Nelson, big proponent of the deck. We've seen Andy Ferguson, the own SCG Tour superstar, up and coming. He's got 3 top 8s with a collected company deck, 2 with Bant. You have the Bant shell, but Jerry told you to play red.
Yeah.
Mantis Rider, Dragon Master Outcast. Talk about both those cards.
Mantis Rider has been awesome because flying is awesome. And so we talked about this a little bit earlier. This is one of my favorite things in Magic, where like halfway through, mostly standard, because this doesn't happen like modern, halfway through a standard format, people are like, oh my god, flying is really good. Like, that's why people start playing Black-Red Dragons. It just turns out that flying is always good. And so if you can play like appropriately costed flying creatures like Mantis Rider, Stormbreath Dragon, all the other dragons that are really good, Dragon Lord, Ojutai, flying, they can't block with ground creatures. So yeah, flying's always good. So Mantis Rider is good as a result, but it's been extra good today.
Powerful keyword.
Yes, yeah. Keep it on all of the cards, please.
Now, Dragon Master Outcast had its time in Todd Anderson's Jeskai Black deck early on. It's kind of fallen out of favor, but you have it here in this Coco deck.
So it's weird, right? I feel like we've done the full circle. So
Todd's playing the identical deck he played 4 months ago today.
Yeah.
So
I feel like we've gone completely circular. So like the brand, like this thing got printed and no one was sure if it was good. And then like someone did well with it in Open or some other tournaments, and everyone's like, oh, this is really good. And then everyone had like Ochutai's Command with it, and then people started cutting Ochutai's Command, and then Dragon Master Outcast gets cut because it's a 1-mana 1/1, and then everyone's like, okay, this Ochutai's Command and Dragon Master Outcast are bad. And then all of a sudden, maybe we've come full circle, maybe not, but it's been awesome today. Like I've cast it a couple times, and everyone's like, oh, I can't do anything to that. Because like a lot of decks, I don't know, there's not that much removal right now. So, you know, I play it with 6 lands and, you know, six lands to the sweet spot with Outcast and Advocate. So, I don't know, it's been pretty good. Every time we crank out a dragon, it's pretty hard to lose. So, I've done that a couple times. Yeah,
plus just like the Ochutai's Command, you get the Coco into it. They only have an in-step to basically respond to it. Otherwise, you get a dragon, and then they have to deal with that.
Yeah, and that's pretty hard for, at least through 5 matches, it's been hard for people to beat that.
Now, you got the teamer colors in here along with the 4 colors. Where's Big Nux?
He's on the board where he should be. He's hiding out. Dude, Big Nux is like the worst card of all time. It's so bad.
You can play all of the 3 drops and you choose not to play the 4/4 haste.
Yeah, I'm just, Big Nux is on, he's hanging out probably in like Jeff Hoagland's deck this weekend. I think he's playing a 4-color company deck with that.
Confirmed.
Maybe Jim Davis is playing it again this weekend. I'm not casting Big Nux. I got Death Mist Raptor, I got Den Protector, which is kind of a 3-drop, and I've got the real 3-drop in the format, and Reflector Mage.
Reflector Mage, just the all-star. Every deck that has the colors is playing.
This card is a joke. It's just completely absurd. I don't know what the testing process was. I don't know if there was one, but all of the clauses on this card, it's a silly Magic card.
Yeah, super powerful. You got Sylvan Advocate to go along with your creature lands here, Spires, and the Thumbering Falls.
Yep.
Collected Company, of course, but also, as you mentioned, Ochutai's Command is now back. Yep. You know, not only is it in the Coco deck, Todd Anderson has it back in his Jeskai Black deck, where it had rotated out, and now we're seeing how powerful the commands are between that and Jamoga's Command.
Yeah, it's not great. Like, Ochutai's Command's not great in this deck. The first match I played today, I got to Ojutai Command something for my opponent, and then I bored them out immediately. And then, you know, I got to do like the leave 4 mana up, go. I have Collected Company Ochutai's Command, but I didn't have like anything.
Right.
So, you know, he asked me at the end of the game, do you have Ochutai's Command in your hand? It's like, no, it's in my sideboard. Like, that card's fine. Like, I'm only playing 2. It's probably better in Todd's deck than my deck. But, you know, there's 4 lines of text in the card. It's not horrible. Jamoga's Command is the better of the 2 commands as usual. That card's also insane. I'm going to be sad to see that one go. But, you know, both commands are... Jamoga's definitely better than Ochutai's, but both commands are fine.
These commands aren't going anywhere. They're in dragons, so you don't have to say goodbye to them.
I knew that. This is awkward.
Stratus Dancer, still here. You know, flipping up, doing good things.
Super medium. An extra medium card. Brings back Death Mist Raptor. sometimes people think it's den protect, you get to counter something. Mostly, like, Jerry had me play 2 of these, and I have another one on my sideboard. Mostly, like, I think it's just really good against Rally, right? Their most important cards are spells, Collect a Company, and Rally. So, like this, I played against Rally once today, I beat it. Mostly, I just countered all of his relevant spells. Because I feel like, for the most part, I can win, like, the creature battle a little bit, but having to counter Collect a Company and Rally Ancestors, I have those. I've got some Disdainful Strokes and Dispels. Just counter those awesome cards.
The medium scale here on the deck techs have been going all over the place. We've had medium, super medium. Kent Ketter gave us the new medium fine.
Ooh, I haven't heard that one.
So,
like that.
you know, open up your repertoire a little bit.
I think extra medium is what Strike's answer is.
Sideboard cards, we've seen all these before. Valor Stance, Disdainful Stroke, Dispel. But Netcaster Spider hanging out. How's that doing?
Dragon Lord Ochitai, Manish Rider. It's pretty bad. Like, it's not great. So this is how this works now. So I've known Jerry. Jerry and I have been friends for like 12 years. And Jerry's Magic career is much better than mine. And every time like we would test for tournaments and all this stuff, he was like, you know, I'm gonna play the best deck because I'm awesome. I'm gonna play Dark Depths, and I'm like, I'm gonna play like the second or third best deck with some cards to beat your deck. And then we would get paired sometimes, and he would always win. So now I'm just kind of doing this thing where it's just like, Jerry, tell me what to play, and I'm just gonna do it. Because like through our decade of playing competitive Magic, he would always say like, Seth, just play this deck, it's awesome. I'd be like, no. And the one time I did that, I got like Knife on Breakers and something. So now I'm just gonna do what he tells me to do and not ask any questions. So if he says play Netcaster Spider, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna like it, but I'm gonna do it.
Absent from Jerry's deck this weekend, but you know, doing pretty good in yours, and you're 5-0. Yeah. Jerry's not. So
oh, beautiful.
Listen to Jerry.
He gave me the goods, and he changed his deck to make his deck worse. And now here I am, top of the standings, probably gonna be 5-4 later today, and it's gonna be because of the Spider.
Coming to a top 8 near you.
I can only hope. So this deck's been fun. Right. I think the deck is pretty good. Like the Bant shell that Andy Ferguson came up with, and like Brad and a bunch of people got a hold of it and stuff like that. It's just pretty powerful. Like I haven't got to test a lot. I haven't got to play very many games because I'm a busy guy now with all the work that I do for SCG. But like the hardest part, honestly, is fetching the lands, I think. And I've seen that on coverage when I've covered matches and watched matches, but like until you actually play the games yourself, it's really weird because in my first game of game 2, I just fetched the wrong land, so I couldn't play Jace on turn 2, and then, you know, just flat lost because of it. Yep. So, you know, you just have to kind of crack that puzzle, but the cards are all really powerful, so hopefully they can carry me to victory.
Everyone you talk to in every deck is just like, the mana works, you just have to sit there and wait 3 minutes before you know how to sequence your cards.
Exactly. You know, the nice thing is when I open up with Lumbering Falls and Nettle Spires, first of all, I get made fun of, but second of all, those hands play themselves.
All the colors of the rainbow.
You start with those, and then you go from there, so it's pretty easy.
All right, well, you're 5-0. Thanks for joining us here in the sideboard. You'll be back in the booth, Baltimore, with Craig Crimples, so anyone that's itching to see you back in coverage, that's where you'll be. Thanks for joining me. Stay tuned to StarCityGames.com all week long for the action here in Indianapolis.